Hi Maho, how are you? Heidi, I am great, thank you, and you? Very good, thank you. Maho, how about if we talk of chapters 6 to 12 of Cinder? That sounds amazing. So, basically what happened in these chapters was, first Cinder and Aiko were returning from the junkyard, and the only thing that Cinder was thinking of was of how to tell Audrey and Pearl that the Medrids took Peony because of lethumosis, because she had it. When they arrived, Pearl and Audrey already knew that, and Audrey blamed totally Cinder for her daughter having the disease. So she gave her to the Medrids so they could test on her for finding a cure. Then there is a doctor, the one that is in charge of finding the cure, and this doctor was very surprised when he saw that a young cyborg had volunteered for this thing, for finding the cure. Then they started the tests on Cinder. Cinder already had the lethumosis on her system, and she had a very bad dream one night, and also they took out her limbs so she couldn't escape or run away from them. In the following chapters, Cinder was injected with lithomosis, and a couple of hours later, the screens showed that there was no trace of that in her body. I mean, that she was immune. This came to a surprise, and especially to Dr. Erland, which I guess is why decided to speak privately to Cinder. So Cinder was very confused when her limbs were given back to her and she was left alone. So anyway, then Dr. Erland came to the room and showed Cinder a full body scan, like a holograph. He told her she was different than other cyborgs, and that her body had very advanced technology. Also, another concern that Dr. Erland had was that how could a hover accident cause so much damage? Well, I mean, that left her in her conditions and killed both her parents. Also, hover accidents were really rare. As I was saying, Dr. Erland told her she was very important to find a cure for lithomosis. And Cinder felt kind of important for the first time. I mean, like needed for something, because she was never needed before, and Ari made her feel like she was never needed. And the last chapter was about Prince Kai, seeing his father, the Emperor, and seeing him in such bad conditions. Also, the ambassador of the Lunars came and gave the option of marriage to improve their relationships because they didn't have the best relationships. But Prince Kai was, well, very against that, and had like the thought or the idea that maybe somewhere on Earth Princess Elena could still be alive, but they told him that it was completely nonsense. Oh, and what was the part you liked the most of these 6 chapters? Let me think. I think the best part of these chapters was that Cinder was immune and was going to help save the lives of so many people and going to change the world and was going to help overcome one of the worst times in history. Something you disliked. So what I dislike of these 6 chapters was that Audrey blamed Cinder of everything and told her that she didn't love her, that she... Hi Maddie, thank you. Thank you, bye Maho.